The Aeneid by Virgil, translated by Alan Mandelbaum. Book 6. These were the words he wept and said. He lets the reins that curb the fleet fall slack. At last he glides to the Euboean coast of Cumae. The Trojans turn their prows around to sea. Tenacious teeth their anchors grip the ships. The curving keels line up, they fringe the beach. A band of keen young men leap toward the land that is Hesperia. Some seek the seeds of fire hidden in the veins of flint. Some scour the forests and the tangled dens of beasts and point to new-found streams. But pious Aeneas seeks the peaks where high Apollo is king, and in a deep, enormous grotto, the awful Sibyl has her secret home. For there the seer of Delos so inspires her mind and soul that she may know the future. And now they come upon Diana's grove, and now they reach the shrine, the roof of gold. When Daedalus, for so the tale is told, fled Minos' kingdom on swift wings and dared to trust his body to the sky, he floated along strange ways up toward the frozen north, until he gently came to rest upon the mountain top of Chalcis. Here he was returned to earth, and here he dedicated his oar-like wings to you, Apollo. Here he built a splendid temple in your honor. Upon the gates he carved Androgeos' death, and then the men of Athens made to pay each year with 7 bodies of their sons. Before them stands the urn, the lots are drawn. And facing this he set another scene, the land of Crete rising out of the sea, the inhuman longing of Pasiphae, the lust that made her mate the bull by craft. Her mongrel son, the two-formed Minotaur, a monument to her polluted passion. And here the inextricable labyrinth, the house of toil, was carved. But Daedalus took pity on the princess Ariadne's deep love, and he himself helped disentangle the wiles and mazes of the palace. With a thread he guided Theseus's blind footsteps. And Icarus, you also would have played a great part in such work, had his grief allowed. Twice he had tried to carve your trials in gold, and twice a father's hand had failed. The Trojans would surely have looked so closely at each scene had not Achates, sent on in advance, returned together with Diophebe, the priestess of Apollo, and Diana, the daughter of Glaucus. She tells King Aeneas, "This is no time to gape at spectacles. Far better now to slaughter 7 steers drawn from a herd the yoke has never touched, to choose as many sheep as custom asks." And having spoken so, Aeneas' men are quick to sacrifice at her command. She calls the Trojans into that high temple. The giant flank of that Euboean crag has been dug out into a cave. 100 broad ways lead to that place, 100 gates. As many voices rush from these, the Sibyl's replies. Just as the Trojans reached the threshold, the virgin cried, "Now call upon the fates for oracles. The god is here, the god." As she says this before the doors, her face and color alter suddenly. Her hair is disarrayed. Her breast heaves, and her wild heart swells with frenzy. She is taller now. Her voice is more than human. For the power of God is closing in. He breathes upon her. "And are you so slow to offer vows and prayers, Trojan Aeneas? Are you slow?" she shouts. The terrifying house will never open its giant jaws before your vows are spoken. The Sibyl spoke, and then was still. The Trojans' tough bones were shaken by chill shuddering. Their king pours prayers from his deepest breast. Phoebus, you always pitied Troy's hard trials. You guided Dardan spears in Paris' hand against the body of Achilles. You yourself led me along so many seas that bathed broad lands of far Massilian tribesmen, past fields fringed by the Syrtes sands. But after this, and at long last, we grasped the shores of fleeing Italy. May Troy's fortune have followed us so far, no farther. Now all you gods and goddesses who took offense at Troy and at the Dardans' glory can justly spare the sons of Pergamus. And you, most holy priestess, you who know what is to come, I do not ask for any lands that have not been promised by my fates. O let the Trojans rest in Latium together with their wandering deities and Troy's tormented gods. Then I shall raise a temple to Apollo and Diana, built out of solid marble, and decree feast days in Phoebus' name. Great shrines await you, priestess, too, within our Latin kingdom, for there I shall set up your oracles and secret omens spoken to my people, and consecrate to you, generous one, our chosen men. Only do not entrust your verses to the leaves, lest they fly off in disarray, the play of rapid winds. Chant them yourself, I pray. His words were ended. But she has not yet given way to Phoebus. She rages, savage, in her cavern, tries to drive the great god from her breast. So much the more he tires out her raving mouth. He tames her wild heart, shapes by crushing force. And now the 100 great gates of the house swing open of their own accord. They bear the answers of the priestess through the air. O you who are done at last with those great dangers that lie upon the sea, worse wait on land. The sons of Dardanus will reach Lavinium's kingdom, for you can now be sure of this, and yet shall wish that they had never come. I see wars, horrid wars, the Tiber foaming with much blood. You shall have your Simois, your Xanthus, and your Doric camp. Already there is in Latium a new Achilles, he too son of a goddess. Nor will Juno fail anywhere to hound the Teucrians, while you, a beggar in your need, implore the towns, the tribes to all of Italy, the cause of so much Trojan misery. Again, a foreign bride, a foreign wedding. Do not relent before distress, but be far bolder than your fortune would permit. The first path to your safety, though it seem unlikely, shall yet be a Grecian city.